Do you know that the stunning cowboy state Wyoming has the lowest population in US? Even though this state has breathtaking landscapes and historical charm, it is still less populated. Today, we will find out why nobody is living in Wyoming. Let's rewind the clock. Thousands of years ago, Native Americans called this land home. It wasn't until 1868 that the Wyoming Territory was officially formed. A patchwork of land from Utah, Idaho, and Delaware marked the beginning of Wyoming's story in the American West. Here's a twist in the tale. Wyoming's journey to statehood was no walk in the park. In 1890, it finally became the 44th state, but not without a struggle. You see, the US government required territories to have at least 60,000 residents to become states. But Wyoming has a sparse population, so it had to get creative. Enter Joseph Carey, Wyoming's delegate at the time. He brilliantly overstated the territory's population to convince Congress in granting Wyoming statehood. And just like that, the cowboy state was born. The limited population that once held it back became a part of its charm. Jumping on to modern times, Wyoming is known for its vast open plains, towering mountains, and a sense of serenity that seems endless. But what makes it captivating also contributes to its low population. Wyoming experiences long and harsh winters with temperatures that can plummet well below freezing. The cold seeps into your bones and shapes daily life. Snowstorms aren't just a passing occurrence, they're a part of life, impacting everything from transportation to agriculture. And it's not just the winters. Wyoming's climate swings to the other extreme as well. Summers can bring scorching heat and dry conditions. The arid climate means that water is a precious resource, and the land requires careful management to sustain both wildlife and human activities. These extreme weather patterns aren't for the faint of heart. They require careful preparation and adaptation. And this climate has played a significant role in shaping the state's population story. Another reason for Wyoming's low population is that energy and railroad companies owned significant portions of its land. The federal government owns more than 48% of its land mass. While its 7 national parks generate almost $1 billion in revenue, these funds are not used to support population growth or industry. Much of the land is visually appealing, but it has not proven to be suitable for anything other than grazing. These issues limit opportunities for settlement and growth, ultimately giving rise to the century of Wyoming being more of a resource hub than a bustling residential haven. Other than that, the state is also underdeveloped in terms of infrastructure. It is connected by a major interstate highway, but does not have a large airport. All of the major flights usually originate in Denver, which is a significant distance away from most Wyoming residents. As part of the Sun Belt, Wyoming has focused all its efforts on expanding alternative energy production, which is critical in a state that relies heavily on the mining of carboniferous resources. Zooming in on Cheyenne, the capital of Wyoming. With a population of about 65,000 residents, it's the state's largest city. Home to Taco John's, Greenhouse Data, and Sierra Trading Post, Cheyenne offers a glimpse of the state's potential for growth. But the major drawback of living in the state's 2 largest cities, Casper and Cheyenne, is that none of these has a 4-year university. University of Wyoming is a single statewide university that is located in Laramie. The roads to this university, connecting from major cities like Denver or Fort Collins, are poorly constructed. In short, the state does not have a rich college and university environment which is necessary for any state's rapid growth. The state has often been a target of internet memes and humor. People leave no chance in trolling Wyoming when it comes to its traffic jams, usually caused by a herd of cows. Poor cell phone and internet service which keeps the population away from daily news or Hollywood drama. And most sarcastically, it's endless winter. What do the people of this state have to say about it? Most people who have never visited Wyoming imagine it as a desolate wasteland littered with oil rigs. They think Wyomingites are cowboys, and while that may be true in some rural places, Wyoming is much more modern and diverse than Sagebrush Flats. You must see it to believe it. People of the state believe that their topography is quite unique. In just a few hours, you may reach a red sandstone gorge, towering mountains, and a desert with massive sand dunes. They also have the world's largest mineral hot springs, the largest collection of geysers, and Oregon Trail rut relics. Even though the population and opportunities for growth both are low in the state, are the people upset about it? With just 5.85 people per square mile, it's very distinctive from bustling urban centers. Still, the state's relaxed vibe appeals to those seeking peace in a fast-paced world. Wyoming's awe-inspiring landscapes have turned it into a haven for nature lovers. From skiing and hiking to kayaking and camping, it's a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. And don't forget about the Yellowstone National Park, which is drawing people from around the globe. Wyoming's tourism industry has been booming. The state's beautiful landscapes like the majestic Grand Tetons and the geothermal wonders of Yellowstone National Park attract visitors from around the world. This influx of tourists has created job opportunities and injected life into local economies. With all the issues with Wyoming's low population considered, believe it or not, Wyoming isn't desperately seeking a population boost. With no state income tax, a thriving energy sector, and a growing economy, it's running a surplus. The people of Wyoming seem content with the extra space and unique lifestyle the state offers. The low population density means you won't find the bustling crowds of metropolitan areas. Instead, you have room to breathe, to explore, and to truly connect with nature. So, while Wyoming's population might not compare to that of larger states, it has carved out a niche for itself. It is known as a place where dreams of wide, open spaces and a simpler life become reality. To wrap it all up, it is fair to say that Wyoming's low population isn't just a result of its challenging climate and rugged terrain. It's a blend of history, weather, and a lifestyle that some find incredibly appealing. Remember, sometimes space, tranquility, and a love for nature is all you need to thrive. If you love learning about Wyoming's low population mystery, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more of our adventures. Let us know in the comments below what other hidden gems you'd like us to uncover next.